But the main reason why I squeezed so many, you call them tricks, call them whatever, techniques out of a guitar, was out of necessity because I couldn't afford the pedals. I couldn't afford a wah-wah pedal, I couldn't afford a fuzz box and all the toys that everybody else had. So I did everything I could to get sounds out of the guitar.
So I don't know what I'm doing. Girl, you really got me now. You got me so I can't sleep at night. Girl, you really got me now. Got me so I don't know what I'm doing, yeah. Oh yeah, you really got me now. Got me so I can't sleep at night. You really got me. You really got me. You really got me.
Playing bass with them, and I didn't know my A from Hole in the Ground. These funny songs, like we're playing oompa music, everything from oompa music to waltzes to weddings, bar mitzvahs, you name it. And Al would yell to me which chord to play. He's going 1, 4, 5. No, you fucked up. But
does he still do that?
Bleep that out. I don't listen anymore. No.
I tell myself, hey, only fools are rushing. Only time will tell if we stand the test of time. All I know, you got to run to win. I'll be damned if I'll get hung up on the line.
The funny thing is, I never learned how to read music, and I fooled the teacher. I was just blessed with good ears. I'd watch his fingers and emulate what he did. He didn't find out till much later that I couldn't read. He actually found out one time when he was playing a new piece of music, and he asked me to turn the page for him, and I'm sitting going. He goes, "What's the matter? You're supposed to turn the page." I'm going, "What? I can't read." He's going, "What?" This was after like 5 years of lessons with the guy, and he finally found out, which he wasn't too happy about. But I'd say that 90% of the things that I do on guitar, if I had taken lessons and learned by the book, I would not play it all the way I do. As a matter of fact, because of the things that I created technique-wise and whatever the way I play, they had to reinvent a whole new way to write music. Because they could not explain with regular notes what I was doing with this hand. So they had to create a whole new thing called tablature.
With symbols and things?
Yeah, with symbols and numbers and what fingers where and blah, blah, blah. And the funny thing is, okay, I can't read music. Now they come up with a new way to write it. And I can't make sense out of that at all. So I don't have a clue if it's right or wrong.
Might as well jump now. Let's go ahead and jump, baby.
Don't forget, we got signed in the middle of punk and disco. They laughed at us. You know, what are these guys doing? Playing rock and roll. It's Get Down Tonight, man. KC and the Sunshine Band. You know?
Which you used to play, right? When you were doing covers?
It sounded like Black Sabbath when we did it. That's another thing, you know, in the club days, we had to play top 40 to get to gigs, and it was impossible for me to emulate what these records. I could not make, for the life of me, I tried so hard to make the songs we had to play, to make them sound like the record. But it was also a blessing in disguise, because all I could do was me. No matter what I played, it sounded like me. And that's why whenever you hear Van Halen, you know it's Van Halen, because that's all we can do. You hear Alex's drums, you know it's his drums, you know? It's just the nature of the beast, you know? Otherwise, we probably would have become studio musicians. First prize 3 years in a row, and Al won first prize, second prize, or whatever, but we always won. And it's kind of like in phases where you go in and you play, and then you wait an hour to see if your name gets whittled down. I had no idea. It was like 5,000 kids, okay? Then it would go down to 2,000, and you see if your name is still on the list. And then it would go down to 100 people, and then 10, and then 5. And we're going, Alex and I were both going, come on, let's just go home. We're not going to make it, you know? And my dad was always the one who said, no, wait, check it out. And well, there it was. We were in the top 5. And then we ended up winning, which was great. But that was the piano phase. So that was 9, 10, 11 years old that I did those contests. And then we discovered the Beatles and Dave Clark 5, and of course, like any kid, we wanted to rock and roll. And I quit piano lessons and the contest circuit, so to speak, and said, I want to get myself a drum kit, because I like a song Glad All Over. Boom, boom, boom.